I'm Tara Schroeder. I'm the Education Coordinator at Green Mountain Conservation Group, and I'm here this morning with Ben Nugent from New Hampshire Fish and Game. And we are on the outflow of the Little Danhole Pond up in Ossipee. So we're going to be looking at the Danhole River and doing some electroshocking and macroinvertebrate assessments of this river today. And Ben's going to tell us a little bit more about why he's dressed in this getup.
So this is our backpack electrofishing unit. And we use this to temporarily stun fish, and it's non-lethal. It doesn't harm the fish. We're very careful about our settings, and essentially it makes the fish lose their ability to swim, and we're able to net them and put them in buckets, and after we identify what they are and measure and weigh them, we return them to the stream.
That's great. So one of my questions was, does it hurt the fish? So you answered that one. Then why is it important for us to be doing this kind of research out here today? I know a lot of kids and adults that live in this area, a lot of the general public will want to know, what it is that we're trying to gain from looking at the fish and the macros.
Sure, yeah. We don't have a lot of fish community information for this area of New Hampshire, and having increased knowledge allows us to better comment on a variety of different things, environmental impact projects, prioritization of culvert replacements, and just having a better general knowledge of the regional fish communities helps us manage fish better throughout the state.
And so, Ben, what particular species are we looking for today that are important species to protect that are maybe needing our help for conservation?
So we do have a few fish species of greatest conservation need in this watershed. One of them is the wild brook trout. Another one is the bridal shiner, and believe it or not, American eels have been documented far into this watershed, and they've immigrated into the freshwater from the Atlantic Ocean.
And so Green Mountain every year works with local schools to look at macroinvertebrates, and we do the VBAP program, the Volunteer Biological Assessment Program, which DES and New Hampshire Fish and Game have been doing for a long time as well. And we look at the macroinvertebrate, or those critters that we find in the rivers and streams, like insects and things that we can see with the naked eye without a microscope that don't have a backbone, so invertebrate. And we look at them and we look at what communities we find, and it gives us a water quality score for that site. So is that what we're doing here today too?
Yeah, and it's interesting how well the water quality score coincides with brook trout presence. More likely, if it's an excellent or good water quality score, we'll find brook trout at the site.
Excellent. So we're going to get our gear in the water, and we're going to tune in a little bit and see what we find.
So this is our backpack electrofishing unit. It allows us to supply a short, brief pulse of electricity into the water, and it temporarily stuns the fish, and they lose their ability to swim. And the circuit's connected in the water between this wand here and the tail that goes behind the backpack unit. Mm-hmm. It's a great non-lethal survey technique that we use throughout the whole summer, and like netting in lakes and ponds, it allows us to monitor fish communities and fish densities and the health of aquatic resources in New Hampshire.
All right. Hey, check out the other side of it too. All right, so you just wear it like a backpack?
Yep. In lake and ponds too, we have boats that supply electricity, and we can monitor warm water populations that way.
All right. Thank you.
No beavers, please. Little trout in that hole. Dead crayfish? Yeah. Water's crystal clear. Yeah.
So we're in the Danhole River right now doing some electrofishing with Ben Nugent from New Hampshire Fish and Game. And so far, we have a cast of characters that includes what Ben calls fall fish. You want to tell them about fall fish real quick?
Yeah, another name for them is the stone roller. Sometimes you'll see these pyramids in rivers and streams, and that's them. They carry stones and construct their own nest, and when the water level goes down, you can see their nests. And really common for most of New Hampshire, and they tend to occupy places that are too warm for brook trout. Feel free to pick one up too if you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, so this is what we found for fish, the data sheet. Can you describe what I'm looking at, Ben and Matt?
So we record the length and weight of every fish, and we have species codes. FF represents fall fish.
Yeah.
CWS is a common white sucker. ECP is eastern chain pickerel. BBH is brown bullhead, another white sucker, and we caught one Atlantic salmon, which is pretty interesting.
All right.
So some of the fish we caught, here's the chain pickerel. Here's a white sucker.
All right. Yeah.
He's got the downturned mouth.
Yeah. Cool.
See if we can find the salmon.
Oh, beautiful.
So
Wow, look at
this is
that.
probably a wild landlocked salmon that we stocked in from stocked fish in Big Danhole Pond. See if I can find the bullhead.
Get a stick insect in there.
There's the bullhead, he's up top.
Oh yeah. Here's the brown bullhead or horn pout and a water scorpion.
Yeah, water scorpion. There you go. That's not part of our sample though.
And then, several of the fall fish. They're real common, and so, but they can get pretty big, up to 3 pounds sometimes.
Oh wow.
Close to 3 pounds.
And so the spotted one that you showed us was the salmon.
Yep.
That one right there.